Oh, well, it's been a while, I know, but you know what? I found a movie, independent movie, something new, and I'm going to talk about it right now. The Brawler. This movie comes out next year in 2019, will be out in January, and it is basically about a character called Chuck Webner. Never heard of him? I'm going to tell you about him. It's a true story, based around 1975. Chuck Webner is the original Rocky. Sylvester Stallone based the movies on him, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. It's played by an actor called Zach McGowan. His wife is Amy Stewart. There's Joe Polino in this, and there's a list of other actors that are basically bad boys from mafia-style films. Right, so here's the plot. This boxer has been around the circuit for years. He wins 8 fights in a row. Muhammad Ali, who's changed his name obviously from Cassius Clay, says let's fight him. It'll just be an easy bill. They go to do the live talk about, you know, the fights coming, and he makes out that the other guys called him a nigger. Cut a long story short, it actually goes 15 rounds, which should have been an exhibition match for Muhammad Ali. Literally goes all the way to the distance, and he actually knocks him down. That's the first 5 minutes of the movie. Before that, he was working with the Hoods and doing debt collecting. And then, of course, Sylvester Stallone, who won the Oscar with Rocky, based the movie around him. And then the story moves on throughout his career, where he ducks and dives, lives off his fame, and then takes on Sylvester Stallone in the last part of the movie. Now, I actually watched a documentary with a good friend of mine and called Chuck. And it was made by ESPN, I think it was. And basically, I knew what was coming. I knew nothing about this movie. I was asked to watch it. It's coming out in January. I imagine it'll be limited cinema release, and then it'll go DVD, and you can download it. It's called The Brawler. There's not a lot of money thrown at this film, to be honest. It's not like, you know, millions has been thrown at it, but I like independent movies. For me, an independent movie is more important than a big production. And this is a good example of how to spend money. The only downside for me is the actor playing Muhammad Ali does the voice okay, but he looks like nothing like him. The other characters around him, Angelo Dundee and all the rest of the characters, look very much like them. And also, of course, the actor who plays Sylvester Stallone is excellent. He really does come across like that. I like this movie a lot. I'm going to give it a nice 7 out of 10. A cracking little movie. I knew the story, so it made it a little bit too easy for me in respective. I knew what was coming at the end. But you know what? The guy that acted in it, he's good. He's been around doing Marvel films and TV series. Big, tall guy. And, you know, I really enjoyed it. I want you to go and see it. If you can get a chance to download it in the new year, make sure you do. Now, before I go, there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment, as you can imagine. I want to see the new Robert Redford movie, which has been out in America for a while, about the old man who had a gun. Obviously, First Man, I managed to catch that the other day. Very good. Is it an Oscar movie? I'm not so sure. I'm going to wait on the Green Book. I still swear by the fact that A Star Is Born will not win the Oscar. If it does, I think the Oscars are finished. I think it's a good movie, but it's not a great movie. There is a lot of stuff out there that I like. White Boy Rick is coming out, I think, next week. I saw that in the summer. Do not miss that. Look at my reviews. Go back. Thank you to all the people that subscribe and keep subscribing. Thank you to all the ones that come out with comments. This is a good little movie. If you get a chance to see it in the new year, it's called The Brawler. Definitely worth watching. I'm pleased to be back. I'm pleased that hopefully that all of you are still watching some great stuff. Comment on what you've watched. Still one of my favourite movies of the year is the Coen Brother movie, The Legend of what's the name, which was on Netflix. And that's it from me, basically. As I say, if I see anything else this week that I can fit in, I certainly will. But I like true stories. This is a true story, and it's an interesting true story. So if you catch it, make sure you do and leave a comment if you do. All the best to you, and I'll see you all soon.